Jack has been kind of their hit scan specialist, plays a lot of Widow for him, so I'd imagine we get to see that. Also came up as a Tracer, so very possible that he'll run that too.
Yeah, so as you guys can see now, map set is here. Third map of this series is going to be Horizon. Yeah. And
so
I'm a bit distracted here, Hex, because I'm seeing something.
You're looking at the compositions. Our insider Mika actually said she talked to Atlanta and they were a little bit confused early on going against Chengdu, which you are. But now they figure they've got it figured out. All right, let's go, let's go.
Yes, we share the same opinions, the audience and I. There is a turret present on the defense. Fair
Mercy, you know, there's a Genji on the field for the offense to try to crack this. You know, just a standard Widow, Torb, Orisa, Fair Mercy comp. It actually is somewhat standardish for Horizon Lunar Colony because you can play a bunker comp as it's described.
First blood, drawn by the Viking, drawn by the Tor. Looking for the shots already. Taco, there's no escape for you. Right into the turret you go. I love it. There we go. Oh man, the Hunters. I think Hex. It's a tough call for me with like who's my favorite now, the Rain or the Hunters.
You know what? Just enjoy it all, man. Enjoy it all. I just look at my schedule every week. I'm like, do I have Chengdu? Do I have Chengdu? Yes. Failing that, I'm like, do I have Guangzhou? Do I have Guangzhou?
Yeah,
yes.
There you go. Win it.
Atlanta? Yes.
Dude, this is actually, you know, it's like Christmas rolled into a birthday. You know, it's like you're always jealous of those kids whose birthdays on Christmas. You know, it's just like
I've never
double
been
the presents.
They
get double the presents.
Bacon Jack with an early kill on a Dogman is likely going to have to reset this offensive push. Torb is battling 1v1 down in the corner. That is a dead Diva.
Hey, there we go. Bacon Jack getting to flex a little bit right now. Oh, buddy.
Just saved his buddy down there, too. You know, peeling is often thought of as your tanks are back there blocking damage. You know, you can peel by just cracking people in the dome as well.
Works. Definitely my approved method.
There's two people behind Chengdu now and they know it. So it is a Sombra and a Tracer. They're going to try to find and isolate a single target. It's a different kind of variation of what Dive used to do. Although they're not diving because they're already set up in position. This is great. The infra site's going to show where this Sombra is.
Exactly. No hiding now. No hiding now. It's going to be tough for the Tracer and the Sombra, Ursa and Defran in the back line to set up a trap because they're going to get seen coming a mile away. Look at that. There's nowhere to hide.
They know they can't even go out there. Now he's going to throw out the Venom Mine. If they do pop that, they will be revealed as well.
Well, you're kind of hoping that somebody's going to be able to get onto this
Jinmu
point.
got slept.
Jinmu slept out in the open. Focus fire attempt is there. The bio nade made all the difference.
Yeah.
He was getting pocketed, but that nade denies healing, and he is done.
Slept and antied. The Mercy got hacked, so there was no resurrection. They tried a Molten Core over there, maybe thinking that the resurrection could be able to come in, but...
That's an ult we don't get to see every day. Trance, however, we do. And Kyo decides now's the time to use it. Another Sleep Dart connects with the target, but we will be able to get the Orisa reestablished here behind a shield.
Oh, Evital's got to be careful. Defran gets...
Oh, wow. Talk about perfect timing.
Yeah, Jinmu was on his way back in. He's going to barrage. He still lives through it. And yet to put any permanent progress on the board still, Atlanta...
What is this fight? What is this fight, Hex? What is going on
here?
What is going on? Okay, then.
That fight was a microcosm of Atlanta versus Chengdu, and it was beautiful.
Well, 35 seconds left on the clock, and the Rain are left scratching their heads wondering, what in blazes is this?
Oh, it's a nice kill, though, on Akio. However, Jinmu just evens it up right away. They've had such a hard time getting in with any sort of help because the Far Mercy has just been above them the entire time. Like, far above them, pushed way forward.
Well, once again, they try to make their way through. Jinmu's working his way towards that barrage once again. 56%. Elsa again finds the kills. Defran as well.
Oh, if anyone knows how to play against a turret, it should be Defran.
This is a disaster for the Rain. They're losing their Zarya. Now Elsa will get overwhelmed, but 2 quick kills to follow it up. Daco will trade it with Bacon Jack. We lose that threat at least, but then Kyo snuffs Dogman. Back and forth, tit for tat, and somehow they're holding for now, the Hunters.
Oh, the turret's still doing work. Elsa had the Molten Core as well. That's why him dying was really brutal, but still not 33%. They're trying to get back on the points. Hammond in, Hammond out.
This is unreal. It's actually going to happen. Burning down, and no, he doesn't make it into time. So close, Poco to touching it, and he dies to the turret at the end. Oh, man, brutal. A hard hold on the first point of Lunar. Hunters right now definitely feeling it. We're taking a break real quick, and we'll be back for the second half of this match.
Welcome back!
Welcome back! And we are going to get into the thick of things here. The Rain, who failed to pick up a single tick of progress on that first point, are now on the defense. Guys, be sure to tune in next week. It's going to be the Stage 1 playoffs kicking off on the 21st of March. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. And the Rain, right now, are fighting for a spot in those playoffs, Hex, and it's not looking pretty.
Yeah, they need to win tonight and their next match, and they can secure their. So at least they're in control of their own destiny. And, you know, unfortunately, I don't think this is the type of play we're going to see in playoffs, because this has been awesome, and we've got a Bastion on the field. Why not? Bastion Widow defense.
Oh, cool.
Bunker defenses are legit on assault maps, and they've always been kind of a staple of Horizon Lunar Colony. You also see this on Temple of Anubis. So, can Chengdu crack this? Jinmu immediately goes to the Genji, which is the proper pick against a Bastion in this situation. Some teams have run a Reaper, and it makes everyone mad.
Right now, though. Oh, wait, what's the... All right, well, let's say they need a single tick of progress. And, hey, you go ahead in there. Heyman just goes leaping through. Already we're getting Popo out of the middle of nowhere. DeFran finds 2 kills, though. He may be the difference maker here for his team.
He got 2, but that's why you run the Genji here, is because you're able to isolate targets. You're able to isolate Narissa. The best defense against Narissa was always dive. Only need 33%, and Chengdu takes this map.
Oh, man, now you have to stay on this point. You're not allowed to leave, and this is it. The Hunters, they're going to do it. Can they run back in time? It's not looking like it. The Rain aren't going to make it. The Hunters blitz down the defense, and they will take the lead in the series, 2-1 over the Atlanta Rain.
Well, Atlanta's best hope was a draw there, but not gonna happen, as the bunker breaking comp does come in and breaks that bunker just fine. Chengdu, Atlanta, don't go anywhere. Map 4 coming up next.
The Overwatch League is powered by Intel. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7. And by Omen by HP, the official PC and display of the Overwatch League.
there we go, guys. We just came back from the break, and that was a very quick Lunar Colony indeed, Hex.
That's about as quick as they come, and about as fun as they come as well. Bunker Comp did not work out. Atlanta's done some stuff like this before on Anubis, so over like a Junkrat, Widow. So Atlanta, you know, gets their feet wet a little bit. They're not just a 3-3 kind of team, and I respect them for that. However, Atlanta has to win this game to keep their stage playoff hopes alive, and we are going to head to Rialto. Atlanta is choosing to defend first, and they are going to run this little wrinkle with a Moira, Dogman being on the Moira here. And, you know, Chengdu, any other team would be like, well, they're going to switch, but they're probably just going to run this.
Oh, I so hope so.
Yeah, I haven't seen some Ashe really. Like, Ashe a little bit. I think Soul played it week 1. The crowd is chanting Bob. Everyone loves Bob.
We got to see some Bob.
Yeah, and we haven't seen a ton of Ashe since then. However, with them on the Mercy, it makes me think that Jinmu is very likely going to come out on the Pharah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. There it is. The switch, as you say it, Hex. But I'm, you know, equally pleased with Pharah.
Yeah.
It works just fine for me. And guess who's moving way up to get super aggro? It's the Rain. Okay, then. Atlanta Rain deciding to just hold on this side of the bridge.
Yeah, this was very successful against this composition on Numbani after the spawns changed, right? So they know that this kind of comp is very good against them in close quarters, in these small areas. They want to fight in controlled areas, but Jinmu is just peppering already. Dude. He's got the Diva down. That's the only threat to him, too.
Oh, man, this is brutal. It's one-sided. It's a heavyweight versus a featherweight right now, man. Jinmu is just going to town. Should be criminal. He's already got the barrage out. There it is. All the kills. Get out of the server. Jinmu is a beast.
I got nothing. I'm just so happy.
Oh, that's so much fun to watch. Let's go. Round 2. What are you going to do with this guy? He's ruling the skies. Oh, nice attempt. Nice attempt. I like it. Oh, but there it is. Point blank.
He got hacked. He got hacked and deleted. Dogman is going to use the Coalescence, try to keep his team alive. But it's so tough to win fights without your Diva.
Dude, does he not just hit straight rockets every time? It's almost they're like all direct hits.
Yeah, this is
what's going on here.
This guy understands the phrase that splash damage is a crutch, and he is not using it at all.
It's nonstop. It's nonstop. This is brutal. He's nearly at 30% direct. All right then.
First kill on Chengdu. Keel will fall. They might just resurrect him too. Up over the top here.
Hey, surprise! There it is. The Fran is gone. Erster 2. Just like that, we're going to get a first point for the Hunters.
Just a casual 11 eliminations, 5 final blows. You know, just rocking 19 direct hits so far. 30% rocket accuracy.
28% right now. He's got to pump those numbers up, Hex. I don't know. I'm feeling like he's dropping off a little bit.
Low. He's only getting barrage every 44 seconds.
It's disappointing, man. It's shameful. Just shameful.
Get it together.
Seriously, man. Got to go and give this guy a shoulder massage or something. All that carrying that he's doing right now. Getting tense.
The only thing that with Chengdu's compositions is they never really get the progress they deserve because there's never anyone on the cart.
And then, hey, let's all focus on Jinmu. Guess what? There it is! EMP! So Fran's going to snuff him immediately, but another direct rocket coming in from Jinmu. Oh, man, this is fun.
You know you're in dire straits when the fire strikes are going at the Pharah. They do have to back up. They've lost their supports, and as fun as that was, the wild ride will end.
Bunny Blaster as well. Just everything. Dago's he's got a bone to pick with Jinmu now. He's like, okay, where is he? Where is he? Let me at him.
He's all the way around. He got back. He got out.
All right, well, Payload currently chilling out, right? But, you know, it needs to go around the bend to get to the second point. We'll see if it can manage. Jinmu right now is going to look to drop the pain. Point blank, there it is. If he could have got, he got 2. He got 2 out of the barrage. Good enough for him. Now the rest of the team have got to step up to the plate.
Very likely a Resurrection trying to come in. They're going to zone it out with the minefield, and now the Resurrection comes behind. That's the kind of weird coordination that you see with Chengdu, but that minefield doesn't come down. They might not get the res.
There's no rest for the wicked, Jinmu. I'm sorry. You know, you thought you got out, but they brought you back in, and it's going to be brutal. Let's go. This is looking, I mean, the Hunters are keeping it together. Despite all the craziness and my excitement, they are definitely doing work. The slam and jam right onto Vasa.
The pile driver comes in, and now it's just 2. Chengdu has to find focus here, though, because they're getting a lot of kills, and the progress hasn't quite been there. They will get to the checkpoint, add some time to their clock, 4:15 to finish it out. Chengdu falls, but he's going to get forward spawns. Erster's in trouble here. I don't know why they're not punishing this. There it is.
And once again, Chengdu brought back from the sweet, sweet peace of quiet, but it's not going to happen.
Well, they've got EMP, they've got mines, they've got both support ultimates. It just seems like Atlanta has been caught completely off guard by the onslaught that is the Chengdu Hunters right now.
Yeah,
nothing to work with. They've been tossing in ults and getting nothing out of it because these ults are meant for big groups of people to go against 3-3. They're not very good when everybody is everywhere.
A little bit disappointed in Jinmu right now. He's only getting a barrage on a 57-second average now.
That's pretty poor.
He was at 44 at the beginning of this map. Definitely slacking. Definitely slacking.
Well, they've got it all to work with. EMP, mines, barrage. If they set this up properly, it could be really good. Minefield comes up. EMP is on.
Instant death! There it is, D-Mac and the Zarya too, but now
Masa.
they've got to get the follow-up. Masa with the help of Pokepo, they're doing some damage. Trying to fight it back. Eviltal decides to res Kyo, but that might cost him.
Well, it's because Kyo had Transcendence, right? And Jinmu had just used. And also, it is probably time to switch.
Yeah.
As much as it pains me, this is a terrible room to try to run Ifara in and try to run a Sombra in as well. So it is time to switch off of the composition. They've already gotten it a ridiculously far push for Rialto. So, and this is what I've been impressed with Chengdu, even though they're 2 and whatever they are, 2 and 4. They've learned, and they're switching now, and they're not as stubborn as they used to be. They're using ultimate combinations better. I've seen improvement from this team. It's not that I just like their wacky comps and whatnot, which I do, granted. But they make changes, they're not as stubborn, they make changes at the right time. They need to just push and force out ultimates, and that's what they've done the last couple times they've made compositional switches.
Oof, buddy. Oh, this isn't the thing of it. Bacon Jack, oh, dropping dangerously low. Focus fire is there. He's got the bubble. And yep, sure enough, Defran will melt him. It's almost like an afterthought. That's like 2 fadeaway shots from Defran that nets him 2 kills. But
and here's what Atlanta did right there. They just won that fight with a single ultimate, with a rally. So there's still some effects of that ultimate hanging around as well. They didn't overcommit, which would have been really easy to do given the chaos that has been sown in them by the Chengdu playstyle. So Chengdu really behind it right now.
Really,
I think they just eco push again.
Exactly, like you said, you know, when you make that roster change, you got 2 minutes. You should be able to get ults online. You should be able to get a good fight out of it. Now it's a question of whether Reigns slip up. If you put some pressure on Dogman, does he go for the grab? It looks like we're gonna get a grab out of the front, and sure enough.
I don't like it from Kyo, but maybe they can turn it around. That's an ult that I would like them just keep banking here. They're gonna lose the fight anyway, and yeah, that one's over. If you're gonna eco push, just pure eco push. Because say that Transcendence keeps everyone alive during grab.
Sure.
Maybe Atlanta has to use another ult, and then I guess it's a 1-for-2 trade, but you don't have Transcendent. It just doesn't feel great. So with only a minute left, Bacon Jack is nearing a Graviton, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Maybe Aemon can swing away on it and start getting his ults, but Atlanta has played this last bit of defense perfectly.
Let me see here. What is... Bacon Jack has got it. I mean, Defran's almost got to grab on the line
and
as well.
Erster's going to have Rally again.
Yeah, this is it. So, Rally to kick things off here. Jinmu, that's the one bringing it in, trying to beef up his team. Shadow gets thrown out. Bacon Jack is here, right into the thick of it. No fear in his eyes. Rain going to try and put some there, though, as they wipe out the rest of his team. And that's it. The Hunters rebuffed once again.
They're going to get some staggers here, too. The Diva stagger. She gets back to spawn. 20 seconds left.
Get out. Did he get it?
No, he lived.
Oh, he lived. Damn.
One more time, one more chance for Chengdu. They're going to put a Mei into the field, of all things. I don't really... it's going to be tough to even get in here. You're going to get separated. No, they should be able to get in. They have ults.
Oh, ye of little faith. Come on, Hex. I thought you had more faith in Jinmu than that. Man's going to make it work. Look at this Mei just going to work right now. The grab is in. He's just going to go ahead and freeze everybody up. Hey, guess what? No ults here.
Well,
just shut the door on him.
Grab and self-destruct came out from Chengdu and got absolutely 0 there. So that is where the payload will end. Very likely, barring a miracle. But it's Atlanta White on the left side of the kill feed. And if they finish out Rialto, we're going to get some bonus Overwatch.
That's a possibility, a distinct one. Keep in mind, Atlanta still in the run here for the stage playoffs. So everything, they have to win out here. They have to turn it around and tie it up 2-2 and take us to a 5th map, which would be Control. It which could be a lot of fun for the Hunters.
It could be a lot of fun for everybody. All right, well, they seem to have gotten it back together. It was really good for them to just be able to stabilize, because that looked like it was just going to begin and end all on one push, essentially. Some decent fights there in the middle, but I think the last 2.5 minutes of defense from Atlanta was really what was perfect. Because they recognized the situation. I mean, if I recognized it, they recognized it. They just switched the entire team. They don't have anything. Yeah. Let's win this fight one ult at a time. And so they cycled the rally in one, and then Dufresne used Graviton in one. And then for the third fight, they had rally and Graviton back up anyway.
That's the beauty of Dufresne right now. He is very comfortable, it looks like, on the Zarya. I mean, he's winning that fight hands down.
Yes, his Zarya has been very good. It's honestly has been a revelation to me. And I know he's just a mechanically gifted player, but Zarya is a lot about just the right choices and when to go in and when to pull out. And his Zarya, I expected it to be good, but it has been top tier.
Now you got players like that. It's pure joy to watch. Well, let's go. 15 seconds until we're into the thick of things here. Rain on the offense and the Hunters on the defense. And as far as the Hunters are concerned, they continue to rise in my esteem. Jinmu on the Hanzo, Bacon Jack on the Widow. Let's go, double sniper.
Well, double sniper is a legitimate composition. It was actually pretty in vogue towards the end of last year's 2018 Overwatch League season, especially on wide open maps like Junkertown. It was extremely popular on Junkertown. And it's definitely a viable composition because of all the burst damage it does.
Indeed. When you got big shields to hide behind those, you can see a little bit of frustration here for Bacon Jack. And never mind! Spots Dogman for an instant and the man is dead. Sell him for parts.
I have no idea how Eviltal stayed alive there, but he did, which is so important. Not much healing else if Eviltal goes down, so now they're just going to pepper away. The reason why you include Hanzo and Widow in this is because Hanzo can just crack down shields so quickly. With Storm Arrow now.
Exactly, you get that Rhine Shield out of the play. The problem is right now they need to get some kind of body on the point. It's making it a little bit difficult. There is quite a bit of progress being made by the Rain. Heyman's out there all by his lonesome, and that's not going to be pleasant.
The bunker has been busted. The bunker's been abused. The bunker was never really even used. It was the Orisa sitting alone. No one ever really could use that shield. Got knocked to the low ground, and Atlanta rolling through.
Some difficult decisions to be made here now. We're about to get wings online. It's looking like the Hunters might stick with their guns and arrows.
I mean, you have ults about to come online, but do you really have the bodies to put on point? Now you definitely don't. Now you just don't.
They might be paying for it here. They might be regretting the stick.
I mean, they res Amon, but
everybody else is getting pummeled.
Yeah. They pop the wings. This might be changes coming out. Dogman actually spotted Bacon Jack behind the lines and pops him in the dome. It was pretty nice. Hurts to switch when you have ults, but you have to do it. You absolutely have to do it.
Wholesale. Wholesale. And Rain, you know, they're so good at recognizing the situation. Like, we have an edge. We have everything going our way. Just don't throw away the ults.
Yeah.
Now we've got 5 ults online. They're going to go for a roster change, which means that they will have 0 ults. We can just win fights with 1 ult at a time and crush them into dust.
Yeah, and you can win on economics alone. They're going to have rally up, so they just rally and push. They force out a Transcendence and self-destruct.
Indeed they do. This is getting a bit chaotic, although we should be feeling comfortable with it by now. Sound Barrier committed here as well by the Rain. Really looking to end this fight. Ivaltal will go down. Potential Urster getting some healing, and that just barely keeps him alive, and that will make the difference here. Dufresne just gets to run amok here in the back line.
Well, they're just winning this on pure value. It is value town to the max right here. They have to use a couple ultimates, but not all that many. Urster started the fight with a rally, already back up at rally, I believe. It may have been Jinmu a rally that I don't recall. Anyway, the point is, Atlanta's economy in great condition. However, because that fight went on for a while, and there was some good sustain, Chengdu is still in this.
You were saying Hex.
Because of how poorly that fight went.
They're all gone. They're all gone. They tried to contest on the second point, and boy, was that an ugly sight.
It did not work out really well. Bacon Jack seems like he's been holding his grab for quite a bit. It's one of the only ultimates they've got up, and Atlanta's just going to take the free push. 3 on the cart. Everyone else is kind of hanging out forward.
Whoa, 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 okay. Trying to go for the punish. This is an interesting choice. Grab works out. Dufresne and Pokepo get picked off, overextending, and Bacon Jack is not holding back.
And this composition, if you kill 2 people, you win the fight. So 2 people are just hanging out there and giving them up to you. Why not? Just take it.
Sick. Works out great. Now we've got Trance online. I mean, Rain's still ahead in the ults, but now they can just go ahead and pace themselves. I mean, the main thing here is that Hunters now get the challenge, at least at the choke.
The only bad thing is that Grab generally forces out ultimates from the other squad, but I mean, it's a weird choice to make, but you won the fight.
You got that one. You bought a little bit of time. They have so much time to work with on the Rain side of things. Urster with the rally here to bolster his team. We have Jinmu now going to trade it. Self-destruct, throw it in. Self-destruct, stopped in the middle of nowhere. The shield was up though from Pokpo, and the kill into Jinmu.
Shatter, knocks down Pokpo, knocks down Urster. Oh, nice sound barrier.
Yeah, nick of time there, but then we get the counter sound barrier. They're doing a good job here of winning out. They're showing true grit here, the Hunters hanging into this fight. The Rain refused to say die, and it's just trading back and forth. Somehow Dako is still in a mech. Finally, he's out of it.
They've got a Mei out there. Bacon Jack has just been a little too far forward every time, but defensive spawn advantage will come up. They're going to take a little bit of free push on the Pilot Diva. Should be enough bodies back there to get a mech back up as well.
This is bonkers. There's a snipe, if ever there was one.
That's actually really important because that Diva was about to come back up.
Yep. And that means that Bacon Jack now, at least he has a window not to have to worry about.
Yeah, and that's why Dako was staying in that form. He's at 93% on self-destruct.
There it is. There it is. Do they have the follow? There's the Mei wall, cutting them up. 2 quick kills and making a wipe. Hunters. Sick call there to make it happen. That was a win. Clean as could be.
They have stabilized. And Bacon Jack is using his Graviton on 1 or 2 people every time, which is fine. It wins them the fight. And also, he doesn't seem entirely super comfortable on Zarya. So the last thing you want is to get 0 value out of it with Dako eating it. So you see an opportunity where the Diva's not there and you know she's not. Yeah. Take it.
Get the value. Get the value. At least some of it instead of throwing it out. Jinmu. Johnny on the spot with the walls as well.
2.5 left. That's at least 2 pushes.
Oh, they're so close now. This is where the Hunters have got their backs to the wall. Ults are starting to get even here. Self-destruct is thrown in by Elsa. Shields are up as well, and this is not quite working out the way of the Hunters. This could get nasty for him. Eviltal's going to get overwhelmed. Trance is committed here by Keo, trying to keep his team up, and Pokpo, Urster gets nuked. Pokpo hanging on by a thread. Somehow he survives.
They had the Blizzard up. They only get 1 kill in it so far. The sound barrier counter engage.
Oh man, this is where Defend just gets to go ahead, nuke everybody. He's right on the edge. Point blank shots raining through, and there it is again. The follow up, and we are going to map 5. Hex,
the Rain keep their cool, and we're going to control to settle it all. The distance, I love it.
The tiebreaker map will be Control, which was a fun map to open the series. Atlanta versus Chengdu. You don't want to miss how this one ends.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. We've got one wild match on our hands here. It's just
fun.
back and forth. Two brilliant teams really showing us the depth of their rosters, and it's really entertaining.
Two entertaining teams for sure right now. I really like what they're playing, and I think that Chengdu is so close to being good. I've been saying this for weeks though. It just seems like if you want a better Zarya player, if you had a little better coordination, if you played a little more Ryan, I think Bren was completely right at the halftime. And like Amon is good against. Yeah, I know.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Amon
Okay,
is
tell
good.
me how.
He's good against aggressive tanks, but he kind of struggles against that passive style of play because he wants to be aggro. But all for naught now. We're going to head to Control in our tiebreaker map. Atlanta needs this win. We do have a substitution incoming here. Late Young will be coming back in for Bacon Jack. That's the sub that they generally make in these situations if they want to run a Diva. Late Young would be the guy to do that. Also can take over the Zarya role. I don't think either of them are really excelling on Zarya right now, which is a bit of an issue when you want to run that composition, especially going up against Defran Zarya. It's a problem. But we're going to Control, so we're probably going to see Pharah.
Please.
Yeah, it's very likely we'll see Pharah.
Please make it happen. More Pharah.
I mean,
just getting a fix. You know, it's been so dry all stage 1.
Yeah, gotta let justice reign from above. We're gonna head to Busan. It has been as back and forth as can be. Nepal crushed on Control, then Nubani went the other way, they crushed on Lunar Colony, and then Rialto went the other way. We're headed back to Control, and we'll see which stage we kick it off with first. Of course, our beautiful screen here at the Blizzard Arena in Los Angeles is showing us we're gonna go downtown.
Downtown. Down.